Next, shortest and longest distances from a given point to any point on the circle. Next heading, shortest and longest distances from a given point to any point on the circle. Suppose S is equal to 0 is any circle and P is any point in the same plane. And P is any point in the same plane. Either it lies exterior or interior or on the circle. In the same plane P lies. Okay. Next, the shortest distance from P to any point on the circle. Suppose the circle contains infinite number of points. Suppose this is one of the points on the circle. All of these are the points on the circle. Suppose we join this P to one of the points. This is the distance. We join these points. These are the distances from P to any point on the circle. Please observe these points. The distance increases. Okay. At the same time, suppose this is one of the points. Join these values. The distance increases. Okay. In a particular case, we get the shortest distance. What is that shortest distance? Okay. Suppose we join the center C and P. This is one of the line. This line intersects the circle at Q. This line cuts the circle at Q. Suppose this is the QP distance. You take another point, this distance is gradually increasing. This distance is gradually increasing. At this point we get shortest distance. The shortest distance from P to any point on the circle is nothing but PQ. Please observe this point. PQ is the one of the distance. It is some distance. Suppose Q moves, the distance increases. The distance increases. At Q we get shortest value, least value. That means Q is the point of intersection of the line CP and the circle. Okay, that means CQP are collinear. We get the minimum value at Q, where Q is the point of intersection of the line CP and the circle S is equal to 0. Suppose this is the point, required point. The shortest distance is nothing but this value. This value is nothing but total distance of this value is C. Already we know the center of the circle. C is the center of the circle minus G minus F. P is the x1 y1. We know the distance between these 2 points. CP is already known. Okay. Next, it is the radius. It is the radius of the circle. Required value is PQ. Therefore, the shortest distance between P and Q is CP minus R. The shortest distance from P to any point on the circle is CP minus R. Okay. For getting this point, this Q divides the line segment CP. This Q divides the line segment C. Already C known value, P known value. CQ is to QP. Q divides the ratio of CQ is to QP. That means R is to CP minus R. R is to CP minus R. Okay. For getting Q, the CP is divided with R is to CP minus R. Suppose the point lies interior of the circle. The point lies interior of the circle. Then join the line CP. It cuts the circle at Q. Here PQ is the shortest distance. PQ is the shortest distance. For getting PQ, what is the value of PQ? It is the required value. CQ is the radius and CP is known value. R minus CP. R minus CP. In previous case CP minus R. Since CP is greater than R. Here R is greater than CP. R minus CP. Simply the shortest distance from P to any point on the circle is mod CP minus R or CP minus R. We take positive sign. Distance is always positive quantity. Okay? Please note this point. Let P x1 comma y1 be any point in the plane containing the circle S is equal to 0. Any point in the plane containing the circle S is equal to 0. Then the shortest distance from P to any point on the circle. Any point on the circle is equal to CP minus R or mod CP minus R. If P lies exterior, CP minus R. If P lies inside, R minus CP. Okay. Next, CP minus R. At the same time, if Q be the point on the circle which is nearer to P, then Q divides the line segment CP in the ratio of R is to CP minus R. Please note this point. Let Q be the point on the circle. Q be the point on the circle which is nearer to the point P, which is nearer to the point P, then Q divides the line segment CP in the ratio of R is to CP minus R. Suppose this is externally, it divides, suppose it is Q divides internally, R is to CP minus R, ratio is positive. Suppose the point P lies inside, suppose the point lies inside, then Q divides the line segment CP externally, that means CP minus R negative. Negative ratio means externally. In both of the cases the ratio is equal to R is to CP minus R. Okay, in both of the cases the ratio is equal to R is to CP minus R. Next, second one, longest distance. Now we find longest distance. In the same way, center C, P is any point, suppose it is one of the point, the distance is increases. Okay, please observe this point, the distance is increases. Up to this value increases. But next again, after R, it is reduces. So for getting maximum value of the distance from P to any point on the circle, that is R, this R is obtained when the CP line cuts the circle. Exterior of the circle, here exterior, in the previous case interior. Okay, please note this point. The longest distance from P to any point on the circle is equal to CP plus R. The longest distance from Px1 y1 to any point on the circle is equal to this is CP. This distance is CP. This distance is R. The greatest distance is obtained at R, and this distance is equal to CP plus R. Okay. If the point lies interior also, CP plus R. Suppose the circle is in this way. C is this, P point is here. It is the shorter distance. It is the longest distance. Same in this case also. CP plus R. If the point lies inside of the circle or exterior of the circle, greatest distance from P to any point on the circle is equal to CP plus R. In this case, let R be the required point on the circle for getting greatest length. R divides the line segment CP in which ratio? This is the CP. C is the center of the circle minus G, minus R. P is the given value. The ratio CR is to PR. CR is nothing but R. PR is nothing but CP plus R. The point R divides the line segment CP in the ratio of R is to CP plus R externally. R divides CP externally. Please note this point. Let R be the point on the circle which is greatest distance from P. Then R divides the line segment CP. R divides the line segment CP in the ratio of R is to CP plus R externally. R is to CP plus R externally. Internal ratio mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. External ratio mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n. Okay, we use section formula in geometry. Okay, next. Next, image of the circle with respect to a line. Image of a circle with respect to a line. Suppose S is equal to 0 with a given circle. Find the image of this circle with respect to this line. Image of the circle S is equal to 0 with respect to the line AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. In a straight lines, we know the image of the point with respect to the line. Suppose Px1 comma y1 is any point and its image is h comma k with respect to the line AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. We know that h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to minus 2 of ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. Okay, To find the image of the point x1, y1 with respect to the line, we use this formula. H minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to minus 2 of ax1 plus b1 plus c by a square plus b square. Okay. Now we find the image of the circle. S means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to. It is the given circle. The image of, say, the image of this circle is this. Image means these are both are symmetric. These are symmetric. That means the radius of the circle, suppose the radius of the circle is r, then automatically the radius of the circle is also r. Okay. The radius of the given circle is equal to radius of the image circle. That means r is same in both of the cases. Radius is already we find. If the center of the circle is given, what is the equation of the circle? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Say h comma k is the center of the image circle. This h comma k is nothing but image of the center of the given circle. Say this value is minus g comma minus f. S is equal to 0 in the circle. So center of the circle is minus g comma minus f. Say this value is x1 comma y1. Image of x1 y1 with respect to this line is nothing but center of the required circle. By using that formula, we find the center of the image of the circle. Center and radius are given. So equation of the circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Okay, please note this point. Let S is equal to 0 be the circle and ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 be the any one of the line, and s dash is equal to 0 be the image of the circle S is equal to 0 with respect to the given line. Please draw the diagram. The radius of the given circle R is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c. That means the radius of the image circle is also root over g square plus f square minus c. Therefore, first point, radius of required circle is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c. It is same as the given circle radius. You write in bracket. It is same as the radius of the given circle. Second one, let C2 is equal to h comma k be the center of the required circle. It is nothing but image of C1 with respect to the given line. That means h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to minus 2 of ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. x1 y1 is nothing but center of the first circle, that is equal to minus g comma minus f. Here x1 comma y1 is the center of the given circle, that is equal to minus g minus f. By using this, we find h comma 2. Center is already we find and radius is given. So equation of the circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Okay. Next, equilateral triangle. Let A be the side of an equilateral triangle and capital R be the circumradius of an equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Say this value is A. In each angle is equal to 60 degrees. What is the relation between the side and radius of the circumradius of the equilateral triangle? In equilateral triangle, each angle is equal to 60 degrees. By using the sine rule, A is equal to 2r sine A. Okay, that means 2r into angle A is equal to 60 degrees. Sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. That means side A is equal to root 3r. If the circumradius of the triangle is given, then what is the side of equilateral triangle? A is equal to root 3r. At the same time, height of the equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 by 2 into sine, root 3 by 2 into A. But here A is equal to root 3r. That means that is equal to root 3 by 2 into root 3r. That means 3 by 2 into r. 3 by 2 into r. In another way, in an equilateral triangle, circumcenter is equal to orthocenter is equal to centroid is equal to incenter. All the centers are coincide. Suppose it is the circumcenter. This distance is r. This is also centroid. Centroid divides in the ratio of 2:1. Okay. This is proportional value of this 2 is r. So this one proportional value is r by 2. So height is equal to r plus r by 2. That means 3 by 2 into r. Okay. Next, area of the triangle is equal to, area of equivalent triangle is equal to root 3 by 4 into a square. But a is equal to value root 3r. Substitute this in equation. We get 3 root 3 by 4 into 3 root 3 by 4 into r square. Okay, please note this point. Heading equivalent triangle. Let small a be the side and capital R be the circumradius of an equivalent triangle. Small a be the side and capital R be the circumradius of an equivalent triangle. First, side A is equal to root 3r. Side A is equal to root 3r. Since by using sine rule, A is equal to 2r sine A, angle A is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. Next, height h is equal to 3 by 2 into r. We know that h is equal to root 3 by 2 into a. Substitute the value of a in h is equal to root 3 by 2a, we get height. Area is equal to 3 root 3 by 4 into r square. If the circumradius r is given, then side, height, area formulas. Okay. Next, let a be the side and small r be the inradius of an equivalent triangle. In an equivalent triangle, what is the relation between inradius and circumradius? Small r is equal to capital R by 2. In an equivalent triangle, inradius small r is equal to capital R by 2. That means capital R is equal to 2r. Capital R is equal to 2r. Okay. Next point, let a be the side of an equivalent triangle and small r be the inradius. Then small r is equal to r by 2. That means capital R is equal to 2r. Side A is equal to root 3r. But here capital R is equal to 2r. That means root 3 into 2r. 2 root 3r. Next, height h is equal to 3 by 2 into r. But capital R is equal to 2 small r. That means 3r. Area is equal to 3 root 3 by 4 into capital R square. But capital R is equal to 2r. 2r whole square means 4 cancel. 3 root 3 r square. Please note these points. If small r is the inradius of the equivalent triangle, then side, height and areas. Okay. Next. Square. Square. Let A be the side of the square. Let small a be the side of the square and capital R be the circumradius of a square. A be the side of the square and capital R be the circumradius. Circumradius is nothing but the circle passes through vertices of a square. Say ABCD is a square. The center of the square is nothing but point of intersection of the diagonals. It is the center of the circle. Okay. Let small a be the side of the square and capital R be the circumradius of the square. Then first point, side A is equal to root 3r. Area of the square is equal to 2r square. Area of the square is equal to 2r square. Suppose A be the side of the square. This is A. Automatically this is also A. Here r by the radius. It is r. It is r. Totally this value is 2r. It is the right angle triangle. Triangle ABC is right angle. From triangle ABC, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. 2r whole square means 4r square is equal to a square plus a square. 2a square is equal to 4r square. That means a is equal to root 2r. Okay. If the radius of the circumcircle of the square is given, then side of the square is equal to root 2r. Area of the square is equal to a square. That means a square means root 2r whole square, that is equal to 2r square. Okay. Next, second point. Let A be the side of the square and small r be the inradius, incircle radius. Radius of incircle of a inscribed in a square. Okay. Then what are the relation between small r and side A? Suppose it is the square ABCD. The circle is inscribed in this square. It is the circle. Okay. It is the diameter. The circle is inscribed in the square means it is the diameter. Diameter is nothing but side of the square. Diameter is nothing but 2r. It is one of the smaller. A is equal to 2r. A is equal to 2r. Side of the square A is equal to 2r and area is equal to a square. That means 4 smaller square. If in radius or in circle of the square is given, then side of the square is equal to r and area of the square is equal to 4 smaller square. Okay. Next, third point. It is very important point. third point, very very important point. Let C H comma K be the, let C H comma K be the center and R be the circumradius of a square. Let C H comma K be the center and capital R be the circumradius of the square whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis. Whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis. Please note this point. Let C H comma K be the center and R be the circumradius of a square and the sides of the square are parallel to coordinate axis. Then the vertices of a square are H plus or minus R by root 2 comma K plus or minus R by root 2. If the sides of the square are parallel to coordinate axis, then the vertices of a square are H plus or minus R by root 2 comma K plus or minus R by root 2. Suppose it is the x-axis and y-axis. It is the square. PQRS with the square. Here the circumradius is capital R. Center of the circle is nothing but point of intersection of the diagonals. Okay. It is the center of the circle CH comma K. Okay. The sides are parallel to coordinate axis. That means PQ and RS are parallel to x-axis. PS and QR are parallel to y-axis. Okay. It is H comma K. Draw the projection. The distance is H. Here you draw the projection on y-axis. This distance is K. Any doubt? Already we know that if the circumradius capital R is given, what is the side of the square? A is equal to root 2 R. Side of the square is equal to root 2 R when radius is given. Here, the projection of C on y-axis cuts the side PQ in two equal parts. It is nothing but, it is the projection means perpendicular. That means it is the midpoint. Chord bisects into two equal parts. Okay. It is A by 2. It is also A by 2. It is A by 2. It is A by 2. A is equal to root 2 R. A by 2 is nothing but root 2 R by 2. That is equal to R by root 2. R by root 2. A by 2 is equal to R by 2. R by root 2. For getting the point P, what is the x coordinate? X coordinate is nothing but H minus A by 2. For getting P, x coordinate is H minus A by 2. Okay. H minus A by 2. But A by 2 is equal to R by root 2. That means H minus R by root 2. What is the y coordinate? In the same way, y coordinate is nothing but K minus this value. This value is nothing but A by 2. K minus A by 2. K minus A by 2 means A by 2 is equal to R by root 2. That means K minus R by 2. Okay. The point of P is equal to H minus R by root 2 comma K minus R by root 2. Similarly, the point Q is equal to, what is the value of Q? X coordinate length is this value. H plus this A by 2. H plus A by 2 is nothing but H plus R by root 2 comma y coordinate is same as the point P. Okay, y coordinate is K minus A by 2. That means K minus R by root 2. The point P is equal to H minus R by root 2 comma K minus R by root 2. The point Q is equal to H plus R by root 2 comma K minus R by root 2. Next, the point R. What is the value of R? R is equal to, x coordinate is H plus A by 2. That means H plus R by root 2 comma y coordinate is nothing but, draw the projection. Draw the projection of R on y-axis. It is nothing but, it is also A by 2. K plus A by 2. K plus R by root 2. R is nothing but H plus R by root 2 comma K plus R by root 2. At the same time, S is equal to, x coordinate is same. H minus R by root 2. K plus R by root 2. S is equal to H minus R by root 2 comma K plus R by root 2. Finally, the points are H plus R minus R by root 2 comma K plus R minus R by root 2. We take plus plus, plus minus, minus plus, minus minus. We get 4 points. It is very important point. If the sides of the square are parallel to coordinate axis and center is given, then the vertices of a square are H plus R minus R by root 2 comma K plus R minus R by root 2. Next, regular polygon. Regular polygon. Let n be the number of sides of a polygon. Please write the first point. Let n be the number of sides or number of vertices of any polygon, regular or any polygon. Regular polygon means if all the sides of a polygon are equal, then it is said to be regular polygon. Let n be the number of sides of a polygon. Then sum of the interior angles of that polygon is equal to sum of interior angles is equal to 2n minus 4 right angles. 2n minus 4 right angles, that is equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees, where n represents number of sides of a polygon. Suppose it is one of the polygon A1, A2, A3, so on, An are versus. It contains n sides. That means A1, A2, A2, A3, these are sides. N versus A1, A2, A3, so on, n. Sides n versus n. If the polygon having n sides or n versus, then sum of the interior angles. Each angle, this angle is said to be interior angle. All of the sum of the interior angles is equal to 2n minus 4 right angles. For example, triangle. Sum of the interior angles of the triangle is equal to 180 degrees. In triangle, sum of the interior angles is equal to a plus b plus c is equal to 180. Put n is equal to 3 in this equation. 6 minus 4, 2 into 90, 180 degrees. Suppose quadrilateral. Sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360. Quadrilateral means in this way. Sum of the interior angles in the quadrilateral is equal to 360. In this case, we have 4 sides. Put n is equal to 4. n is equal to 4 means 2 into 4. 8 minus 4 means 4. 4 into 90, 360. In this way, we find sum of the interior angles of any polygon. Any polygon. Okay. Let n be the number of sides or number of vertices of a polygon. Then sum of the interior angles of the polygon is equal to 2n minus 4 right angles. That is equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees. Next, second one. It is very, very important. Please observe these points. This is the regular polygon having n vertices. Having n vertices. A1, A2, A3, so on, An are n vertices. Regular polygon means all the sides are equal. Let A be the side of, small a be the side of a regular polygon having n sides or n vertices. And capital R be the circumradius of this regular polygon. Capital R be the circumradius of this regular polygon. Then first point, side A is equal to, side of the polygon A is equal to 2r into sine pi by n. Sine pi by n. Please note these points. We can prove this value. 2r into sine pi by n. Second one, area of the polygon is equal to, area of the regular polygon is equal to n into r square by 2 into sine of 2 pi by n. Sine of 2 pi by n. n into r square by 2 into sine of 2 pi by n. Okay. Proof. Here number of sides of a regular polygon is n. Each side length is a units. That means a1, a2 is equal to a2, a3 is equal to a3, a4. All of these are equal. a1, a2, a units. a2, a3, a units. All of these lengths are equal. Suppose angle A1C A2 is equal to theta. This can be taken as theta. Automatically this value is also theta. This value is also theta. Theta plus theta plus theta plus how many times we get? N sides. So n theta. So n theta is equal to value, total angle, complete angle is equal to 360. That means 2 pi. That implies theta is equal to 2 pi by n. Okay. Let theta, angle A1C A2 is equal to theta. Then n theta is equal to 2 pi. That means theta is equal to 2 pi by n. That implies theta by 2 is equal to pi by n. Okay. Consider triangle C A1 A2. C A1 A2. Draw the projection of C on A1 A2. Projection is nothing but it is the midpoint. Say this value is D. Say this value is D. Total this length is A. It is half of the length A by 2. This angle is theta. This angle is theta by 2. Since this is radius, this is radius. It is isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, median is equal to altitude is equal to angular bisecting. All are same. Okay. So it is theta by 2. Actually, the required value is A. We know the radius of this circle. So opposite hypotenuse relation is sine. Applying sine. Sine theta by 2 is equal to A by 2 by R. That means A by 2R. That implies A is equal to 2R into sine theta by 2. But theta by 2 is equal to pi by n. Therefore, side A is equal to 2R into sine pi by n. side A is equal to 2 capital R into sine pi by L. Okay, it is proved. First one is proved. Side A is equal to R into sine pi by L. Next, area of the regular polygon. Area of the regular polygon is nothing but it is R, it is theta, it is R. Please observe CA1, A2, CA2, A3. This triangle is equal to this triangle. These two are identical. R, theta. Okay, these two are identical. So, first we find one of the triangle area into N. For getting the total area of the regular polygon, N into one of the triangle area. So, area of the regular polygon is equal to N into triangle CA1, A2 area. If two sides and include angle is given, what is the area of the triangle? Of AB sin C. In properties of triangles, we know the area of the triangle of AB sin C, of BC sin A, of CA sin B. Okay. Here, R, R are two sides and theta is the include angle. Theta is the include angle. So, of AB sin C. N into of AB sin C. A is nothing but R, B is nothing but R, angle theta, C is nothing but theta. That is equal to N into of into R into sin theta. That is equal to N into of R square into sin theta is nothing but 2 pi by N. It is the area of the triangle. N into 1 by 2 into R square into sin 2 pi by N. Area of the regular polygon. Okay. The same regular polygon, the relation between the side and in radius. In previous case we discussed side of the regular polygon and circumradius of the regular polygon, capital R. In this case we find the relation between small a and small r, in radius of the regular polygon. Next, second point. Let A be the side and R be the in radius of the regular polygon having n sides. Regular polygon having n sides. Then side A is equal to 2 into small r into tan pi by n. Side A is equal to 2 into small r into tan pi by n. Area is equal to n into small r square into tan pi by n. Please note this diagram. In the previous case, the given circle is circumcircle. In this case, incircle. That means the circle is inscribed in a regular polygon. In previous case, the circle is circumscribed outside of the polygon. Circumscribe the polygon. Okay. Please draw the diagram. In this case also, A1 and A2 is equal to A2, A3 is equal to A3 for all sides are equal. Say this value is theta. Angle A1C, A2 is equal to theta. Automatically this value is theta by 2. Okay. This angle is theta by 2. Side is A units. You draw the projection of C on A1, A2. It is the midpoint. That means A1D is equal to A by 2. In the previous case also, theta is one of the angle. We get total angle n theta. N theta is equal to 2 pi. That means theta is equal to 2 pi by n. Theta by 2 is equal to pi by n. Okay. It is one of the angle theta. This angle also theta, 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 so on n times. Theta plus theta plus theta plus so on n times means n theta. N theta is nothing but complete angle. Complete angle is equal to 2 pi. So theta is equal to 2 pi by n. Theta by 2 is equal to pi by n. Okay. Now from the triangle A1DC. Triangle A1DC. Here CD is nothing but radius of incircle, that is small r. Angle theta by 2. Opposite value A by 2. Opposite adjacent relation tan. So applying tan. Tan theta by 2 is equal to tan theta by 2 is equal to A by 2 by r. That means A by 2r. That implies A is equal to 2r into tan theta by 2. But theta by 2 is nothing but pi by n. That is equal to 2 small r into tan pi by n. When small r in radius of the regular polygon is given, side A is equal to 2r into tan pi by n. Okay. Next, area. Area is nothing but one of the triangle area in there. Triangle CA1 A2 area is equal to, in this case, we know that the side A1 A2. A already we find the value of side. And height is R. If base and height are given, what is the area of the triangle of base and height? So by using that formula, area of the triangle CA1 A2. CA1 A2 area. CA1 A2 is equal to half into base into height. Half into base means A1 A2. That means A into height. Height is nothing but R. A is the side. Already we find the side of A. side A is equal to half into 2r into tan pi by n into h is nothing but r. 2 cancel, r square into tan pi by n. It is one of the triangle area. But total area of the regular polygon is equal to n into one of the triangle area. That is equal to n into r square into tan pi by n. It is the area of the regular polygon. Please note the diagram and prove false.